Hey guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I'm doing pretty well. Summer is well and truly over, which is awesome. We are heading into the cooler months here in Australia, so I'm not feeling as hot. I get to wear different clothes, so generally it's pretty exciting. I thought it would actually be really fun for me to sit down at the end of every month and go through all of the games that kept me occupied during that month. So now that we're finished April, I have quite a few games that I did play during the month of April, and I just think it's going to be exciting to sit down and talk about them. Maybe I didn't like some, maybe I loved some, so it's a bit of a mixture. So I'm about to go through the list of every single game I played in April. There is one game that has kept me occupied big time throughout April and also the previous month, and that is Wildflowers. I have been literally obsessed with Wildflowers. I think I've got over 80 hours in it so far, and I am slightly embarrassed about that. That's a lot of time to be sitting down playing a game, but I love it. There's nothing like it. For me, there's nothing out there like Wildflowers, and it's just been my absolute obsession from the beginning. When I first purchased it, it was on sale. I think it was like 26 Australian dollars. And I looked at the screen on Steam and I thought, I don't know. I'm not sure about this. Do I like the art style? It's just another farming game. It's a cozy game. But I bought it, started playing it, and was immediately hooked, immediately obsessed. And so far, I've finished the main story and I've rolled credits. But the amazing thing about Wildflowers is that you keep playing. You don't stop playing. I still have quests to do. I still have things I want to do. I'm wanting to 100% everything in this game. I'm wanting to cook all the recipes, catch all the fish, do everything, marry every character, do everything there is to do in this game because I love it. There's not been a game like it that has captured me so deeply, so wonderfully, and it's just been my everything. So a little bit about Wildflowers with no spoilers, just in case you want to check it out for yourself. Your name is Tara Wild and you head to a little beautiful island town called Fairhaven. There are so many different residents in Fairhaven that you can get to know, that you can get to talk to, become best friends with, and also an intimate friend, which means you can open up the pathway to having relationships with some of these people, which is actually really exciting. You can work on your farm, upgrade your farm, grow crops, cook recipes. You get to have animals, all different types of animals. You can go fishing, and there's actually a story. There's a huge and in-depth story that goes along with it, and it's just been one of the best things that I've ever played. It's my favorite game. I think it honestly is my favorite game of all time. So Wildflowers has kept me busy for the longest time during the month of April, but there are also other games that I played here and there, certainly not as much as Wildflowers. Like, I wouldn't say more than a couple of hours was spent on other games because I was just so obsessed with Wildflowers. I mean, if I'm going to drop 80 hours on a game within, look, I don't even know, I've been playing it for over a month, and that's a long time to put into a game. I'm so embarrassed. But other games that I enjoyed during April was Botany Manor. Now, I played this on Game Pass, and that was actually quite fun. I haven't finished it yet, but basically you have to grow plants in the perfect condition to grow plants. So you grow it from a seed, and you have to look around the environment to find clues in order to work out how exactly to grow that seed into a plant. It's really interesting. It's really fun. It's kind of difficult though for me because I have to find the clues, and then I haven't really worked out if there's a way of me to double check those clues without having to traverse the whole map again to find out the info about that particular plant. But I've grown about 3 plants so far on Botany Manor, and I've been really enjoying that. It's a game that I definitely want to complete fully. I think it's only about 3 or 4 hours long, so it's not a huge commitment. I reckon I will be able to do it. So that's another game that I've been really enjoying, and it was brand new, released on Game Pass as well, which is really awesome. Like, if you have an Xbox or you game on the PC, I definitely recommend Game Pass because you can try out all these games. I think it cost me about $10 Australian a month, and it's definitely worth it for me. Now, the next game is a little bit of a fail. I had this really cool idea to record a game as a let's try for this channel. However, I couldn't even get past the tutorial, and the game I'm talking about is Hitman. I mean, I had so much fun playing. I got through, I think, the first 2 tutorial levels, but there was a third one, and you have to take out your target in a different way. And geez, I just couldn't do it. I kept getting, people were suspicious of me. I was trying to take out this target over and over again. I just could not do it. It was a huge fail, and I tried for like an hour or 2 to do that last tutorial level, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't make it. So I did what any true gamer does, and I instantly deleted it. It was so fun though. I really had a great time knocking people out and taking their uniforms, but it didn't end well. Like, I wanted to get through the tutorial in order to just do a let's try and do an actual level on camera, but I couldn't even do that. I also was inspired by the Fallout TV show, and I popped back into the world of Fallout 76. Now, I've been playing Fallout 76 for years. I love it. I love building up my own base. I love the fan base of Fallout 76. Everyone is so wonderful, kind, welcoming, lovely, like friendly. It's the friendliest community. If you see someone out there in the wasteland, they'll give you a wave, they'll drop stuff, they'll drop loot on the ground for you, they'll give you anything, and the people are just so wonderful. It's got to be one of the best online communities that I've ever experienced. Honestly, it always blows me away how wonderful people are and how friendly they are. I cannot get over it. So I spent some time back in the wasteland inspired by the new Fallout TV show, and I loved it. I'm definitely going to have to play some more. I think I've got about 800 hours in Fallout 76 at the moment, so that is quite substantial because I was playing it obsessively for a long time there. I do go through phases of what my main game is, and that was one of them for months and months and months. And I do go through phases. I will play like Fallout 76 for months, and then I'll just suddenly drop it and go to something else and play, for example, I don't know, like Rust for a couple of months, and then I'll play something else. Like right now I'm playing Wildflowers. That's just, I just do that. I just go through these phases of having like one main game that I will obsessively play, and everything else kind of gets like ignored, but I always go back to my old games. I also noticed that the PlayStation Plus games came out, and there was quite a good little drop of games on there this month. Something caught my eye, and it's a game that I don't know how to pronounce, but it's Nour. Nour. I don't know how to say that. But it's basically a game where you have to play with your food. And it was interesting. I haven't completed it. I think I've only played about 4 levels. I made a burger, I made ramen, and it was interesting. It was very difficult. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing on there. I have no idea how it works, what to do. But the few levels that I did play, I found it to be fun, and the graphics were beautiful. So I definitely need to figure out how to play that game, because I'm lost. I don't have a clue what to do in it. But I liked what I played, and I will most likely play more. I mean, I would like to finish all of the levels, but will I? I'm not sure. It might be one of those games that I just never go back to. I also finally finished A Little to the Left on Game Pass. So I've been playing that on Game Pass as well. And I must say that I really enjoyed that game. I did find it quite frustrating at times. It does have a hint system, but there were still a couple of puzzles that even after getting the hints, I just couldn't work out how to do a certain level, which is really sad because a game like that is my type of game. And I just found it to be like a little bit frustrating at times. Like, I just couldn't binge that game. I only played a couple of levels at a time because otherwise it would just frustrate me. And I find that really sad because I love puzzle games and the art style was so beautiful, but the concept of it I felt quite frustrating. But I'm really glad that I actually finished it, and it was challenging. There was really difficult levels for me in that game, levels that I actually did skip and I did not finish. Like, I tried every level, I tried and I attempted, but often just couldn't finish them. Would I go back to finish them? I don't know, probably not. I'm probably happy with finishing the game as is and rolling those credits. So that's another game ticked off, and I'm really pleased I did finish it. Another game I also popped in to play, I think I only played about half an hour to an hour of. I didn't do any missions, I just basically ran around, was Red Dead Redemption 2. I loaded up an old save, I think it was like in chapter 3 with Arthur, and I just looked around. I looked around the Braithwaite mansion. I went on a canoe. I went out rowing. I stole someone's boat. They had a little steamboat with a rudder, and I wanted it. So I got into a canoe and I paddled like crazy to try and get into that person's boat. I managed it. I managed to get there. He jumped out into the water. I didn't even have to fight him. And I took the boat on a bit of an adventure, and I went to several islands. I got a pirate hat. I discovered and slaughtered many animals. Jeez, my Arthur he's certainly special. And I had a really nice time. Like, I haven't played Red Dead 2 for so long, so I didn't know what any of the buttons were. I didn't know anything, but I just enjoyed spending a little bit of time like looking at the animals and exploring and picking herbs. I just thought that was lovely. I've actually have been tempted to replay Red Dead 2. I don't know whether I would do it on the channel. I mean, I would like to. That was the very first game that I recorded here, and I'll let you in on a bit of a secret. Like, my playthrough was not good. It's not good. I didn't know what I was doing back then. I wasn't doing the channel for any particular reason other than I just wanted to create a video. I wanted to share my playthrough on YouTube, and that's exactly what I did. And sometimes it is crazy having people still comment on that, and they're saying, oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, why have you done it like this? And I'm like, dude, this was like 4 years ago. I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't even have a proper microphone. I was recording on my living room couch, and I've actually been thinking I wouldn't mind privating those videos because I just want to start again. I think that would be really fun to play it again because so many missions I just don't remember. The main thing that I remember is the ending, and that's my main memory of Red Dead 2. Like, there's not many other things that I remember. I remember all the characters, of course, like Sadie and Dutch and Javier. Who else? Oh geez, who else? Hosea. See, there's so many things that I just don't remember. So I think it would be really fun to play it again. And it's probably something that I will do on the channel one day. And if people want to watch it, great. If they don't want to watch it, that's fine too. Like, I know that a lot of people don't like watching playthroughs if they're not blind playthroughs, like first time playthroughs, which is why I thought I would play it again, but play it differently to how I played it the first time. And a lot of other channels do replay games, and you watch their intro and they're like, oh, I've already played this but don't remember it, and they still do okay. So I mean, why not? Why not? It's definitely something that I would love to do, and maybe it would be fun to play through that here on the channel. So I'll think about it. I will definitely think about that. Well, I think that's it for the games that I played in April. It's been a very eclectic selection, but definitely true to me. I do love cozy games. I'm definitely in a farming sim type game mood right now because of Wildflowers. So cozy games, puzzle games, they are my favorites to play, and that's definitely been what I've been playing the most this month, if Wildflowers is anything to go by. But what's going to occupy me for the month of May? I'm still going to be playing Wildflowers, maybe not as much because I have finished the main story and it's sort of dwindling down now. I still have things to do, but I probably wouldn't spend as much time doing them as I have been in April. But honestly, it cost me like $26. I have got my money's worth and then some. So it's just been amazing. I know that there are a couple of games coming out in May that I'm keen to take a look at for the channel, such as Hellblade 2. So that one's going to be interesting. And also there's a new game coming out very soon. I think it's called Little Kitty Big City, or Big City Little Kitty, something like that. That is definitely at the top of my list for May. But those ones I probably will be sharing here on the channel and not just me selfishly playing them away off camera. Well, that was all the games that I have been playing in April. Every single one of them. Let me know down in the comments what has kept you occupied over the month of April, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's always fun to just sit down and have a chat and share my thoughts with you guys, so I really enjoy doing that. And if you like it as well, then I'll definitely keep up with these monthly gaming catch-up videos, because I do play a huge variety of games. I play lots and lots of games, so I'm really looking forward to going through my May games with you at the end of May. I mean, it could be anything at this stage, but probably more Wildflowers. So just keep an eye out for that, and who knows what else. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a wonderful month ahead of you, and happy gaming.